Welcome to Raven on the Rock, Denver's way to expose unique talent and original music from local artists. With your host, Rockin' Raven. You're going to enjoy what you are about to hear on Raven on the Rock. Brought to you by Rockin' Raven Productions and the Scoop 303.
Welcome back to Raven on the Rock. And I'm Raven, and I have Eddie Turner in the studio today. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Raven. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine and dandy.
Good. I am so happy you came in today, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I learned so much about you this last week.
Oh, okay.
More than I ever knew about you, Eddie.
There you go.
How long have I known you? 2 years?
A couple years, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got the scoop on you now, and we are going to expose it all.
There you go.
So again, I appreciate you coming in. We're going to have fun tonight because you have some amazing music that we're going to play.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yes. So first I have to ask you, Devil Boy, where did that come from? You look like such a nice, angelic person.
I am a nice guy. Until things change.
And then you're Devil Boy?
Then I'm Devil Boy. It's always something interesting that'll happen, and I will generally make a comment about it, and that comment will lead to another comment, and then eventually someone's like really pissed.
So someone else gave you the nickname Devil Boy?
Yes, indeed. I didn't choose it on my own.
All righty then. I got to ask you. I read that your music has Afro-Cuban rhythms of your heritage. So you were born in Cuba?
Yeah, I was born there. I was there for a short while.
Cool.
And then, kind of left.
Are you totally Cuban?
No, I'm half Cuban.
Which are the half?
My
Devil
mother,
Boy?
Right. Satan. Yeah. I'm just half Cuban.
And then where'd you go from Cuba?
My father is from Chicago area, so I grew up in Evanston, outside of Chicago, until like 1970 or something like that, and then I moved to Colorado, and I've been here ever since.
I grew up in Lockport.
Lockport, Indiana? Is that where it is?
Lockport, Illinois.
Lockport,
just
Illinois.
north of Joliet.
Oh, Joliet, that's where the state prison is.
See, and that's what everyone refers to when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Rockford's not too far from there.
No.
Cheap Tricks from Rockford.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
And Lionel Richie and Prince went to Joliet East.
Really?
They did.
I had no idea.
Yes.
No idea. Lionel Richie. Yeah.
Yeah. So Evanston, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you were living in Chicago, I read that you liked Chicago blues.
Yes, I did.
So how did you get into that?
Well, it was everywhere. I guess when you're a kid, you're playing guitar, and one of the easier things, I guess it's not really easy, but you kind of check out blues music, and it's everywhere. I mean, you can cruise down to Chicago and see it, and even if you can't get into the club, you can still sit outside and listen. Mm-hmm. So you saw a lot of great music, and Paul Butterfield Blues Band. I saw Muddy Waters. I saw Buddy Guy. You just kind of cruise around and check it out, and there it is.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great.
How old
music.
were you when you started cruising the streets of Chicago?
About 14.
14?
Yeah.
Cool.
Younger than some, older than a few.
Right.
Because there are younger guys I knew that were with me. We would just go down, check it out, go down to Delmark record store and look at all the new blues releases and see what was going on and buy it. And records cost $1.99.
Right. Yeah. Sounds like great memories.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. It was a very great time. Absolutely.
Still keep in contact with those friends?
Yeah, a few of them I still do.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was in Chicago, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, and we played the House of Blues. And
did you?
And a bunch of my friends showed up from the north side, and we all kind of hung out and had a great time.
Yeah.
I love Chicago.
Do you have any Chicago shows in May? Early May?
Nothing in May. We've got a couple shows in January. back in Chicago.
I'm going home in May.
Ah, okay.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. May, I don't know where I'm going to be yet.
Try to book something there.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
I'll bring all my friends.
Okay, perfect.
So I read you were 12 when you got your first guitar.
Yeah, like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
Why'd you want the guitar?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I think I saw the Beatles,
There you go.
and so it was time to get a guitar,
Uh-huh.
That was like my first thing, and maybe I can play this thing. And so, my aunt
Maybe.
my aunt bought me a guitar, and it was some cheap acoustic guitar, a Stella, I want to say. And boy, that was a terrible guitar.
Yeah.
So
But you learned.
I learned. Oh yeah, I learned. C and D and G and the big E.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Did you have a strap?
No, I had a piece of string.
Oh,
A little piece of string. Yeah.
I could so picture that.
Right. Stand in front of a mirror and play.
How sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie. I want to cry for you. A piece of string.
Piece of string. But it was fun, I learned basic stuff, and you just keep hacking at it.
Yeah. Tommy Bolin. You played with Tommy Bolin.
No, I never played with Tommy.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I swear I read that.
I'm sure people have made up all kinds of weird stuff about me and Tommy, but I've hung out with Tommy a lot.
Okay.
And but I never played on the same stage at the same time. But I played with a lot of people that played with Tommy Bolin.
Okay.
So I guess that could be the confusion.
Well, it says Turner got the chance to grab the brass ring when Colorado compadre Tommy Bolin left his band Zephyr to form the James Gang and Deep Purple.
Okay. That doesn't say that I played with Tommy Bolin.
Okay, what does grab the brass ring mean?
Tommy grabbed the brass ring, and then I went to play with Zephyr.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
That's
right.
okay.
So you played with Zephyr.
I played with Zephyr.
Got it.
Tommy played with Zephyr. Jack Bartley played with Zephyr. And I played with Zephyr.
Very cool. Very cool. And then your first CD, 2005.
Yes.
Called Rise.
Yes.
And you wrote all these songs.
Yes.
What inspires you to write songs?
I have no idea. Just kind of crawl into a hole and come out with ideas. And I just play the guitar and maybe try to change the tuning a little bit, or
Right.
I have no idea, or just kind of
Okay.
say I'm going to write a song and not leave the room until I've written the song, whether it be good or bad or indifferent. And you just keep doing that. And eventually you kind of go, that's a good song. Or that's a good song, and that's a terrible song. And then you keep working them until you've got lyrics and a melody and all those things that make a song that you hope people will like.
Very cool.
So that's how I kind of do
So
it.
you have no idea why you wanted the guitar.
None.
You know 4 chords. You have no idea why you write music.
Kind of stumbled through life.
Do you think this was meant to be? Do you believe in that kind of stuff?
I kind of believe in that stuff sometimes.
Well, considering you travel all over the world, yeah, I'm thinking it was meant to be.
Either that or I'm a really good traveler.
Well, yeah, to sit at the Canadian border for 4 hours, you're a very good traveler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, before the show, we were talking about traveling and the downfalls of traveling. I'm going to play one of your songs off your first CD, Rise,
Okay.
called Rise.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really good at, bringing it back up. Keep the word going. Rise, rise,
There you go.
rise.
I'd ask you why you wrote this, but you probably don't know.
I was rising, actually. It
Yeah?
was a chant, and I don't know where the word came from, and I just started chanting it, and that's how the whole song came together.
Very cool.
It's just one of those Afro things.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a listen to Rise. Pepperdine's integrated approach to business solutions offers you access to an array of products and services through decades of experience, state-of-the-art production processes, as well as inspired technological innovation. Whether your business or organization requires printed marketing materials, promotional ads, specialty items, commercial signage, stamps, or simply functional internal forms, their dedicated staff will provide the level of personal service and support your project deserves. Pepperdine's is located at 790 Umatilla Street, Denver, Colorado, 80204, or call 303-595-3663. And we're back with Eddie Turner. So you took some time off to grow up. How'd that work out for you?
I grew up.
You did?
Yeah, I grew up,
I've seen you at shows.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean it stuck. I grew up. I learned all the correct things to learn, and I got it together, and then I reached a point where I decided I really hadn't grown up. And if you haven't grown up by a certain period of time, they say you don't have to. So I realized that I didn't have to.
There you go.
So
during your growing up period, you were a realtor?
Yeah, I was a real estate broker here in Denver. It was fun. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a whole new way of looking at the world.
I bet.
And I enjoyed it. I had a great time doing it, and met a lot of great people and had a lot of great clients, and it was really kind of special.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Fun. What made you want to do your CD Rise?
Well, I actually didn't. I didn't want to do it.
All right, who talked into it? Kenny?
Kenny talked me into it, and Fred Litwin, who owned the label, talked me into it. They said, look, you might as well do it. And I said, okay, fine. And so I thought, well, I'm probably only going to have the opportunity to do this once. So I invited my friends like David and Anna Gibbons. They came down, some other people that we knew, and they kind of played a little bit on the record. And we had a great time making it. And now I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, we had a great time making the record, not knowing if I was ever going to do it again. And it turns out that it was released in February of 2005, and it got nominated for a W.C. Handy Award right off the bat. And it was like, oh, really? And I said, somebody likes this, let alone they listened to it. And turns out a lot of people really listened to it, and they really liked it. So, we got nominated, and I lost, but that's okay, because the guy who I lost to, we became really good friends, and so that's really kind of cool. And I did it, and you think of the thousands of records that come out every year. For me to get nominated in the blues world is pretty big stuff.
Yeah. So
only 5 guys get the nomination per year, and so they're only since the beginning of the Handy program, there've probably only been 20 some odd years of it, maybe 25. So only a couple of hundred people have been chosen to be nominated, and there have been many thousands of records that have come out in that same time frame. So I consider myself extremely fortunate, and and I say thank you to everybody that was there for me. So because I really appreciate it. And then the next record didn't get nominated for anything, and then the third record got nominated for a bunch of stuff, but I didn't win those either. But then at this time I'm competing against people like Buddy Guy for best CD. So
you got nominated with Buddy Guy.
With another, he had a CD nominated, and I had a CD nominated.
Wow.
There were 3 other people that had their CDs nominated. I don't remember who they were. Doesn't really matter. They all lost.
But just to be
Buddy
up
won.
against,
Yeah. It was good fun. It was great fun, and most importantly, I'm really thankful that people like the music. People actually put down good money.
Yeah.
And say, hey, I'll take one of those, and I'll go, so glad that you like this. So glad to send you one of these.
You just got that awesome blues voice. Did you have to train for that, or?
No, this is my normal voice. This is the way I talk. My brother talks more like this than I do.
Yeah. I didn't get that. That one went right over my head.
Mine too, but it doesn't really matter.
I told you we were going to have fun tonight. You, I lost my train of thought now. I was
Well,
thinking about what you just said, trying to figure that out.
There's another depot about 2 miles down. You can get another ticket. Hop on.
So in 1995,
Yes.
you played with Otis Taylor.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Was that a great experience?
Oh, I've been playing with Otis since Candy and David back with Zephyr. And so that would have been like 79, I think. And Otis would come around and we'd all get together at Otis' house and play music. So I've been playing with Otis off and on for years. So it was just another, hey, you want to play with Otis kind of thing. Kenny called me up. And I said, yeah, sure. Why not?
Fun.
Got nothing better to do today.
Except share my amazing talent. And
Well, I was still a realtor, so it was kind of like, this wasn't like anything super important. It was just like, I get to go play. I'm going to go play some guitar. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Wow. Cool. Now I read you had 5 groundbreaking CDs.
Otis had 5.
Okay, so what it means is that you recorded with Otis
Yeah.
for 5 groundbreaking CDs.
Yeah, Kenny and I recorded the first 5 CDs with Otis. And Kenny produced them all. And those are the ones that everybody talks about. Mm-hmm. So as somebody once told me, I forgot who it was, he said, yeah, Eddie, you played on the ones that counted. And I went, oh,
Yeah.
cool. Great.
And I just realized, you and I are sitting here talking like friends, and, the world is listening. We're talking about Kenny Passarelli.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know, that I should have said
Kenny
something.
Passarelli, the man who co-wrote Rocky Mountain Way, Life of Illusion, played with Joe Walsh,
Elton John. Stephen Stills. Hall & Oates.
That's right, Hall & Oates.
He will be on my show Wednesday.
He'll be here Wednesday to fight for his own life. But yeah, he's a great musician, Kenny, and killer producer. He's doing a lot of work around town now. If people are lucky to get him to do stuff for them, he's just an incredible, just a genius. He knows, he knows everything about music. Mm-hmm. He knows how to write a song. He co-wrote some stuff with me, which I was fortunate to have him do. And
Did he have to go in the room and not come out with you until it was done?
No, I just smoked a cigar and just kind of hung out and went, come on, kid, you got a hit there? I go, no. No, he was great. We would sit down and kind of, I'd have some ideas, and he'd kind of go, yeah, that's cool. No, it's not working for me. And, he's just a good person to go hang around with. And we toured for a number of years, so we were like with each other all the time throughout Europe and the States, so we hung around a lot.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was great fun. It was hilarious.
Great memories. Speaking of, I'm going to play Ask Myself Why. That's off of your Rise CD.
Absolutely.
Ask yourself why what?
That has always been the question. Ask yourself why. I don't know. But there's a reason, So there is a reason.
There's always a reason.
Always a reason. So you better ask yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't know by now, you better ask somebody.
All right, here's Eddie Turner's Ask Myself Why off of his Rise CD.
Long distance love affair walked into my room. 3:00 in the morning, love comes too soon. Looked out my window, asked myself why. I ain't no voodoo child, a voodoo child done come can ride all night long. Looked out my window, asked myself why. Never had to worry, and I'm not the one to cry. I'll just take what the good Lord gives me, hold it to the sky. Please believe me, 'cause every word is true. Don't you know what you do, girl? I can do for you. Just let me touch you. Call me on the telephone, 'cause I'm gonna touch you when you're coming out of sight. Looked out my window, asked myself why. Asked myself why. Never had to worry, and I'm not the one to cry. I just take what the good Lord gives me, hold it to the sky. Please, please, please believe me, 'cause every word is true. What you do for me, I can do for you. Tears that'll fall like rain makes this poor man walk insane. Walk insane. Do I have to hide it? Hide the love that brings me such pain. Never had to worry, and I'm not a one to cry. I just take what the good Lord gives me and hold it to the sky. Please, please, please believe me, 'cause every word is true. What you do for me, baby, I can do for you.
So Eddie and I were just talking about messing up on stage, and
The conversation that's
Nobody
going
knows.
on while the music is playing is really funny.
I know, and we're not on the air. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, you can talk about it all the time.
So I was telling Eddie.
May not be as funny this time around.
I was telling Eddie he has that.
May have to practice.
He has that kind of sexy, romantic kind of voice, and he said it was whimsical.
Yeah, it was just, ha.
And then he told me he can't sing.
No, I'm not a great singer. I don't think I'm a great singer. I'm not. So I learned how to sing that way, how to sing and talk, and sometimes I mumble, but it's always got that, that background of Barry White going on.
Oh, you do that good.
Yeah, baby.
You do that good.
Thank you so much. It's a little bit of Elvis right there.
Yeah.
Elvis and Barry in the same room.
And Frank Sinatra.
Frank's always on the backbeat. He's good.
Did you grow up with Frank?
Oh yeah. Frank and Johnny Mathis. My mother loved those two.
Yeah.
Dance is love. Yeah, I used to hear that all the time. But
My mother loved Engelbert Humperdinck.
I wasn't going there.
No?
Tom Jones. I liked Tom Jones. I thought he was great for that genre. In fact, I saw him in Vegas. It must have been 10, 12 years ago. And he was incredible. I mean, just incredible. The girls were throwing roses and panties on the stage, and it was amazing. And here's this guy. He must have been 65, maybe 70. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's tight shirt, all ripped and everything.
Still?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, wow, Tom Jones, you go for it, guy. It was cool. It was a good show. He had a rockin' band, and he did all of his hits, and they were perfect. They were spot on. It was a great show. I was like amazed.
Now, Eddie, all the shows that you have done in your career so far, all over the world, what have you had thrown at you?
Couple of grapefruits, a couple of rotten eggs, maybe a tomato or two.
No panties?
No panties, not yet.
Oh, you wait till your next show.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay. We like that. Why not? That's what they tell you it's all about. Well, it's not true.
I'll get a bunch of girls together and we'll go buy you some panties.
Okay, fine.
Make you feel
better.
Feel good.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, moving right along.
So let's move along to the Turner Diaries.
Okay, I love that record. That's my favorite record of the three. If people always ask you, what's your favorite? Well, actually, that's really my favorite because it's totally out there.
Now, that one was...
Number 2.
2006, a year later. Mm-hmm.
Much can happen in a year.
Oh, yeah. Did Kenny talk you into this one, too?
No, this time it was like, okay... I'm gonna do it. The record label came up with money, and we went into the studio, and
because the first time was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we kind of had a few of the same characters come back, and we had a really good time again in the studio. Yeah, because we go down to Santa Fe. We recorded down there because I really liked recording at this studio. I have to think of the name of it now. Tim Stroh owned the studio at the time, and I can't think of the name of the studio, but it was in Santa Fe on Jose Street. It's gone now, but people say, well, yeah, you go to Santa Fe, man, it's really cool. I go, I hate Santa Fe. I hate it, which is why I love to go record there, because there's nothing to do
but record.
I mean, those people think that they're really cool and groovy, and it's like they're boring as hell. But I go there to record because he had a great studio, and we get these green chili burgers. They're delicious. Mm-hmm. You go over the back fence of the studio, and the place was right there. We go get those chili burgers. But it was a great place to record. It was like what I imagine it was like recording, in the 60s, this big room with great sound, great acoustic sound, and killer engineer, and it was just a blast. And you go in there and you just really get those great rock tones. And I was actually going for some, what I thought we ended up getting some really great, Led Zeppelin-y kind of tones on this record. Mm-hmm. Kind of went, balls to the wall.
Cool. Maybe we should listen to some. The Turner Diaries, which is the name of the CD.
Yeah, I like to have a song and the name of the CD, both.
But this is about you, right? Is this about your life?
What song is this? The Turner
Diaries?
Actually, no. This is about... destruction and mayhem
Okay.
in the world as we see.
I could see by the look of your face you were trying to tone that down a little.
Yeah.
Before you
Trouble coming every day.
You were choosing your words wisely.
Yes, indeed.
Here's the Turner Diaries by Eddie Turner.
Trouble coming every day. Don't even know my name. Trouble coming every day. She don't even know my name. Believers, deceivers. Believers, believers, and deceivers. Stand in line, feet cold wet, looking for your savior, but he hasn't come yet. Old man is sighing, eyes filled with death, looking for redemption in his pocket vest. Believers, deceivers. Believers, deceivers. Jesus wept, Jesus died. Lost his soul in his eyes. Profane redemption, rebellious cries. Jesus wept, Jesus died. Believers, deceivers, criminals, criminals, and hope. Believers, deceivers, criminals, criminals, and hope. Sometimes the truth is written in your hand. Some say heaven is a faraway land. I only know that which I can see. Life's no secret. It's the Turner Diaries. Believers, deceivers, criminals, criminals, and hope. Believers, criminals, criminals, and criminals, and hope.
Rock All Over You. Customized fashion, jewelry, and much more. Get your bling on at Rock All Over You. Check out their link on the left side of the Raven on the Rock website. Now.
Something special.
Okay, so Eddie was telling me about the beginning of the song. heard the whistle and I asked Eddie if he blew it. Tell me about that again on the air and tell everybody.
Well, the drummer, this incredible percussionist drummer, and it's been so long I can't remember. Mark Clark is his name, and he was out of Santa Fe, and he played with, I want to say it was Otmar Liebert. Anyway, he toured the world with this guy, and so he's just an incredible percussionist and drummer, and so that beat is a Brazilian war chant that I had come up with this riff, and he said, well, check this drum beat out. And I went, that works perfectly. So that's the whole story. It's not really funny, but it's a cool story.
It's a cool story.
It's actually a Brazilian fighting song, and that's how they got people ready to go to battle, I guess. I guess they whatever. Anyway, it's a great beat.
Do you know what I would love to learn how to play, but they're so expensive? The steel drums.
Oh, those are really cool.
I have always loved the steel drums.
I saw Jaco play, and he had a steel drummer. He had Peter Erkstein on drums, Jaco on bass, and this Trinidadian steel drummer. And it was one of the most amazing concerts I ever saw. 3-piece, full power rock band with traditional instruments. It was very cool.
Just the three of them?
Just the three of them. No keyboard player. And it sounded like they had a synth player, the way the guy played. And it was amazing. Amazing show. I saw it at Tulagi's in Boulder. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great show. But yeah, I like the steel drum. It's a very, very cool sound.
It is.
Absolutely.
Just got to win the lottery.
Yeah. A lot of people do. Me too.
I lost my train of thought again.
I told you where to catch that train.
I know. I was going to ask you something really cool, too. Oh, your shows. What shows you got coming up? That's what I was going to ask.
I don't have any shows coming up in Colorado.
But you're going to put us all on a bus and take us with you, right?
Yeah, I'm going up to Canada.
Oh, wait. I don't want to go there.
Going up to Canada at the end of November, and then over to the West Coast to play in. Let me see. I probably shouldn't say all the time, but
I just stopped saying that.
Yeah, it's
now there's something else I have to stop saying all the time. It's hard, isn't it?
It is really hard. It really because really all it is it's a place mark, because what you're doing there at that particular time is holding space for that moment while your mind catches up to your motor mouth.
Right.
So
I hear that.
No, we're playing in Washington State and Portland, Oregon, in the beginning of December. So we're going out for 3.5-4 weeks. So it'll be a fun little tour. So Western Canada, the Western United States, because once you've started going that far, you might as well just keep going till the water gets warm.
Right. What about LA?
No, because I 3.5 weeks is enough, and then I get tired. Mm-hmm. So I'll just come home and then go south and then head over to LA. I like playing in LA. I enjoy playing Santa Monica a lot. And then Northern California too, I like. Mm-hmm. Sacramento and San Francisco is fun. Just up and down the coast.
I have a friend that lives in Carmel Valley.
Wow, that's nice.
And I think he would enjoy coming to one of your shows.
Oh, cool. Next time we're down there, I'll let him know.
Oh.
Because the more people that come to my shows, the better off I am.
Yay.
Yeah, it's simple.
So the Turner Diaries was 1 year after
Rise.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm a Man is on...
The Turner Diaries.
It is on the Turner Diaries.
Yeah.
All right.
It would be that same year.
Okay. Well, we're going to play that one right now.
Oh, okay.
Why are you a man, Eddie?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I knew you were going to say that. We're going to listen to it, though. Here's I'm a Man by Eddie Turner.
tears as I begged for more. Truth be told, it was just a lie. Spirits dance round that sacred fire. Two trains running on a porcelain track. Jump the river, won't it coming back? Mother, son, father, silent well, drowning blood, it's a sacred tale. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Moon comes up, deacon walks around. Spirits with them, but I've never found. Fools and shame, nights are black as coal. Like the man before me, I must cleanse my soul. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Yeah, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Tear my heart open, baby. Tear my heart open. I'm a man. I'm a man, I'm a man. Yeah. Oh, I'm a man. I'm a man, I'm a man. I'm a man, I'm a man. I'm a man, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Step back. I'm a man. Step back. I'm a man. Step back. I'm a
Nothing like sitting in the studio talking about doing your laundry with Eddie Turner.
Yeah, gotta have clean clothes.
Yes, we're giving away some secret tips we have for each other. So, 4 years later, after the Turner Diaries, comes Miracles and Demons. Why so long?
You know, again, I don't really know. Part of the reason was, as always, money. Mm-hmm. You know, you're always looking for money, and even though I was going to get an advance from the record label, I knew that it wasn't going to be enough, and so I had to find more money to record it. And I wanted to try something a little bit different on this record. I was kind of going more for songwriting, traditional songwriting, I guess. And it's also figure out the influence. So I just kind of hid songs within songs, and some people got it and some people, didn't get it. And that's okay. But I think it made me write a much more normal song as opposed to, some of the drone things that I was famous for.
Drone,
kind of going on and on and on. But they don't sound droney.
no.
Okay. But you find a basically it's almost a loop that you can play over and over again with little breaks in it. And I got really good at writing those things. And they're fun to write, and they're really fun to play live.
Yeah.
And so this kind of was more of a songwriting excursion. And Kenny liked it, even though I think I was able to elevate the drone drill to its highest song forming level, I think. Because a couple of songs I wrote, they're drones, in my opinion, but they're really really musical, and almost as if you hear the chorus and the verse and the bridge, and you don't realize that the song structure actually didn't change. And
Do they make you feel good?
Oh, it made me feel great. And we put in some really out there effects too this time. So I always like that really off the wall, out there, total left field, and full use of the headphone range, so that when you put them on and smoke marijuana, which you can do in the United States or in Colorado now, you really know what it was like to be around in 1968.
Really?
So let's go for that whole
Good to
Pink
know.
Floyd thing going on there.
Good to know.
Good to know.
And as long as it makes you feel good, that's what's important, because I think you're going to make other people feel good too. And there's always somebody out there that's not going to like your music.
Oh yeah, I met those people.
Personally?
I met him.
Was that the one I read?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I met him. It's okay. He turned out to be a nice guy anyway.
Yeah, you can't please everybody. And that's why there's so many genres of music, and, because there's so many different kinds of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why there's chocolate and vanilla, I always say.
I was just going to say that. I love dark chocolate.
Okay.
That is, I mean, I could make myself sick on it, and I have.
Oh, okay.
I could eat it and eat it and eat it. And there's people that look at me like, oh, I can't stand dark chocolate.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I hate it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're vanilla, huh?
Yeah, I like vanilla. I want it plain, straight ahead vanilla. I like it because it works great with root beer.
Ooh.
Root beer floats. Oh, yeah. In the winter. I hate ice cream in the summer, too. I don't eat it in the summertime. I can only eat it when it's cold.
Do you know what I had last night that was like, I would have never even thought of this?
No, I have no idea.
I wish I had some. I should have brought you a piece. Pecan pie with butter pecan ice cream.
Pecan pie is great. And I'm not so big on the butter pecan ice cream.
Eddie,
Vanilla ice cream.
I'm
Rock
telling
your
you,
world.
I would have never thought butter pecan ice cream with pecan pie. It was amazing.
Well, you got pecans and pecans.
Yeah. You can never have too many pecans.
Well, it's always that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can have too many pecans. Yeah. It's that filling that they put in there that's
Right.
It's a great crust and a great filling, and just throw a few pecans on just so you have some crunch.
Yeah.
But it's that filling that they put in pecan pie that's fantastic.
Do you know how to cut a pecan pie?
With a knife?
Upside down.
Really?
Yes, I worked at Village Inn.
Okay.
And that's where I learned that.
I'll keep
so,
that in mind.
So all you people listening, for Thanksgiving, when you buy your pecan pies, you have to turn it out of the pan onto a plate, then cut it so that you don't, otherwise you smush all the pecans down into the filling and it just turns ugly. But if you cut it upside down, you're cutting through the pecans and not smushing it in the filling. And then you put the pie pan back over it and flip it back over. See?
Okay. Oh, well,
I bet you had no idea you were going to learn so much tonight, huh?
No, I had no idea I was going to learn so much in the culinary world.
Well, guess what? It's a new day.
Okay.
So we're going to play that.
Perfect.
New Day by Eddie Turner.
So many times had to run, I had to make my getaway. I see the rising sun, my eyes never see the fear. I have to find peace of mind at the crossroads of my tears. Faster every day, yeah, yeah. Hey, look out. Can I see the way? Can I see? A new day for the rising sun, lift me up, touch the sky. Take my hand so I won't fall. Never ever ask me why. There goes the rising sun, with none of my hopes and all my fears. Why can't I just hold my prize, burn flames through the years? Hey, look out! It's coming faster every day, yeah, yeah. Hey, look out! Can I see the way? Can I see the way? Can I see the way?
Yes, we do have to have a dream. Everyone should have a dream. And don't ever give up on your dreams, and don't ever let anyone talk you out of your dreams.
True.
Pretty cool that Kenny talked you into one, though.
Yeah, he talked me into one. You know, I was the one talking myself out of it. He talked me into it, so it was okay. It was okay. I'm happy. That's all I can say. Is I'm extremely.
Now, how did
happy.
you meet Kenny?
I think I met him over at Otis's house one day. He was buying something from Otis, and I happened to be at Otis's house, and I met him, and then and I met him through another guy, and then one time I was playing with the Fornicators, and he showed up, and we started playing, and we said, yeah, we need to play together. So over time, we kept re-meeting, and finally, we started playing together.
Do you ever feel like some people are in your life for a moment only to take you on another path? They're not meant to stay in your life. So if you hadn't met Otis at your babysitter's,
right,
you would have never met Kenny.
Well, you could say that. You could definitely say that. I'm not going to go that far, but you could say that, yeah. I would have eventually have met him anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah. That much I know. Because I did meet Candy and David Gibbons, and that was that was important. And during that time, all these people started coming into my life. So, because I moved, you know, when I came back to Colorado, it was a whole different sphere, and so I knew exactly where to go, and then I just started meeting everybody. So I would have eventually have met Kenny, I met a lot of people and played with a lot of people. I mean, I played with Kinky Friedman and the Texas Jew Boys for one show. They came through town and was like, "You want to play guitar?" Sure. So yeah, I saw a lot of the Colorado music scene, both current and past.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Oh, it's totally out there. It's always been completely different. So, had a great time.
What's your favorite venue besides Red Rocks? Did you ever play at Red Rocks?
No, I've never played at Red Rocks. I've been there, but I've never played there.
Well, we have to make that happen.
Well, got to make that happen one day, somehow, one day.
It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I believe that it will.
So, what's your favorite venue in Colorado?
Right now, as I think, I mean, they're all nice places to play. One room is pretty good. The Fillmore is a nice room. What is it? The Soiled Dove is a nice room. Wow.
What was your favorite place to play that's no longer around?
The Blue Note in Boulder.
Yeah.
That was a great place to play. I mean, that was probably one of the best clubs. And I would have loved to have played Ebbets Field, but I never played there. So of having played, I played all the theaters. I've done them all, but the Blue Note was the best one, I think.
Yeah.
It was this great room, and the vibe was just really, really intense. And the people that performed there were just amazing. So I saw so many great shows there, and then have the ability to play there at the same time. So it was excellent time
Great
in
experience.
music. Yeah.
Very
Played
cool.
at Shannon's in Boulder years ago. That was actually a pretty cool, fun room too. Now that I think about it, it was a dive, but it was a really good one.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think my favorite room was always the Blue Note in Boulder.
Now jazz and blues in the olden days. I don't know why I have this memory, and it wasn't a memory of me being in these places. Maybe on TV or something. The blues singer, jazz band up there, and the room was always smoky.
Well, yeah, that was.
Now you can't smoke in them. Does that change the whole mood?
No, not at all. I actually like non-smoking rooms to perform in. Not that it has anything to do with jazz or blues,
Right.
But the image has always been, the rough cut, whiskey in the back pocket, hanging out,
Yeah.
scene. I only saw that vision maybe a few times. I can't say that that's standard, but it's in the TV world, it's been made standard.
Right.
But
You can't always believe what you see on TV, though.
exactly. But
But you can always believe what you read on the internet.
Oh, I believe everything I read on the internet, all of it.
We're going to be back with more Eddie Turner after these messages.
Well, out there in Colorado, there's a girl I know. She'd like to make your guitar. It's really nice for the show. They look good on your back, these old guitar straps. Baby, baby, Raven Raps.
Hey, this is Billy Van Kuren from the Santa Fe Band. You're listening to Raven on the Rock. More cowbell.
Can you clean this place?
We're just talking about smoking steel. And that reminded me of a memory just now of grocery shopping with my mother while she was pushing the cart down the aisle, and she had a cigarette in her hand.
Oh yeah. People used to smoke.
I forgot all about that. All right, so after
They used to drink and drive too.
I don't want to know that. I don't want to know. Please tell me you don't drink. You don't drink and
of course
text.
not.
You don't drive and text.
No, not me.
You don't drink and text either.
No, I don't drink and text. I don't
I
drive.
think drinking and
text.
texting is just as dangerous as driving.
It's actually
and texting.
more dangerous. You're apt to say something you truly don't
That you
mean.
can't untext either.
That's true.
So the Turner Diaries was in 2006. 4 years later, now we got Miracles and Demons.
Yeah.
And why Miracles and Demons?
Because it was a miracle.
What was?
The record. It was a miracle. No, it was. I had met this guy in Rhode Island, and he had some of the most beautiful jewelry on. And I said, "God, that's really incredible. Where'd you get that?" And he said, "I got it in Paris." And I went, "Really?" And he went, "Yeah, I got it in Paris." I said, "It's really great." I said, "What's the address?" And he said, "Well," I said, "Yeah, I'm going to Paris in like 2 weeks." So I want to go by this store. And he said, "Well, it's 45 Rue Jacob." And I still remember the address. And so I got to Paris. We had a day off, and so I went and found this place. It was over in the West Bank. And I walked in, and I was talking to the shop owner. You know, he spoke English. And we were talking, and I found this bracelet. And I said, "Wow, this is really a beautiful bracelet." And I looked at the price and went, "Yeah, it's beautifully expensive, too." And he looked at it, and I said, "Well, I'd love to buy this, but, you know." He said to me, he said, "Look, there's a matching bracelet." And this bracelet was like 1,000 years old from some place in Central Europe, you know. And he says, "There's another bracelet that came as a pair." And he says, "If you can find the other one, you can have one for free." And I was like, "Really?" And he says, "Yeah, I've told this story to many people, and no one's ever found the other bracelet." And I don't know if he was lying or not. You know, probably had 100 of them in the back. But anyway, I was like, okay. And so I looked around, and like within 15 minutes, I just felt something pulling me. And there was the other bracelet. And he said, "Okay." And I got them both for a little over $1,000. You know, it was just like, I got it, but I had to have them. I just had to have them. And they were just, and so the name of the store was Miracles and Demons. And that's where the title of the CD
That
came
is
from.
awesome.
So
That is awesome.
that's it. That's a true story, boys and girls.
All right. Well, here's Miracle and Demons off the Miracle and Demons CD by Eddie Turner.
Miracles and demons walk through my door. Miracles and demons bring pain, love, and more. Miracles and demons have nowhere to go. Miracles and demons have no place to show. Miracles. Angel's back, on an angel's back, on an angel's back. I cry for still I have to find, still I have to find, still I have to find darkest side. miracles, 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 miracles.
Miracles and Demons. Now, you can get any one of these CDs. You can get Rise, the Turner Diaries, the Turner Diaries, or Miracles and Demons on iTunes, and just look up Eddie Turner. I did. You can also get your, if you don't want to get the whole album, or you can't get the whole album right now, you can get singles for 99 cents. I think that's very cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. Because not everybody has, $10 right now, and that's all they are, $10. Do you believe it for this guy?
$9.99.
I know. I would have thought at least 30, Eddie.
Yeah, me too. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. This next song, I believe this. You didn't write this, did you?
Which song is
somebody
it?
else wrote it for you because I'm a good man.
No, I wrote that song.
How come?
Oh, I don't know.
Because somebody said, Eddie, you suck.
Probably.
So you had to go, prove them wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You are a good man. You are a very good
Well, I
man.
try to be a nice guy most of the time.
You're very humble.
Oh, well.
So why'd you write I'm a good man?
That's another one. That one I don't know why. I think because a lot of times what happens is I'll write the music and the melody and I'll put it all together and do the arrangements and I don't have any lyrics whatsoever. And then what happens is we're in the studio and we're working and then Kenny looks at me and says, "You have any lyrics for that?" And I go, "No." And he says, "You better get some." And I'll sit down and just cram it out, and usually someone will say something and I'll just pick up on what somebody said something, obviously. I picked up on it and
It turned into
the lyrics just fell out of my mouth. We just started writing them down and we maybe change a few. And is this the one that starts off with because that's a false start, but it was so cool we kept it.
No, isn't this the one I used for the commercial?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, that's a false start. It was a mistake. And it was we looked at each other at the end of the track and we went, "That's perfect."
And yeah.
We couldn't have planned that any better.
No.
And it just kind of
And I gotta tell you
fell into the
something.
song. That's my version of being Frank Sinatra.
I gotta tell you, when I did that commercial and I just drug I'm a good man into the queue, and I threw your pictures in there and I put the scroll of your name on there and I hit play.
And that was the song that came out?
And that's what started. Okay, let's do this, when it said Monday the 20th.
Oh, okay.
And then it went into Eddie Turner. It was
I thought you played that.
perfect.
I thought you
No.
That's what happens with that song. Everything is always like, that's a spooky song.
Yeah.
Something weird's going on with that one.
Well, we're going to play it and spook people out because it's going to be Halloween.
There you go.
All right, I'm a Good Man by Eddie Turner.
Okay, here we go.
And tell me what you might see. I've got an answer, especially when it's concerning me. 'Cause I'm a good man. Even late night, you don't need to question, 'cause I always do it right. Stop, think it over, then tell you who you think I am. I've got a question to you, I can, 'cause I'm a good man. Even late at night, you don't need no question, 'cause I always do it right. And when the party's over and the moon tries to kiss the sun, let me find a reason to touch you before I run. And if you don't believe me, let your heart lead your mind, 'cause this good man is think it over, then tell me what you might see. I've got an answer, especially when it's concerning me, 'cause I'm a good man. Even late night, you don't need no question, 'cause I always do it right. Yeah, baby, I'm such a good man. Come over here, girl, talk to me. Let me take my hand. Yeah. Come on, baby. Girl, stop. Tell me what you might see. I've got some great answers, especially when it's concerning me. 'Cause I'm a good man. Late at night, don't ask me no questions, 'cause I always do it right. Come on, come on, come on. Let's just move it just a little bit faster, baby. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Just let your heart lead your mind astray, baby. 'Cause this party ain't over till I say it's done. I'm a good man. Let me find a reason. Let me find a reason for a run. For a run. 'Cause every good man's got to take some time. Take some time before he runs.
That is such a fun song. I kind of got the inside story of when it was being recorded. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is definitely, I was telling Eddie, a House of Blues in Chicago with the Smoky Room song.
Yeah. And there you go.
Fun, fun, fun. So why did it take you 4 years?
I needed more money. You know, money talks, people mumble. I was doing a lot of mumbling back then. But at the same time, I was able to spend a lot of time writing. And so that was kind of good. And so I kind of broke with the previous chain of the previous two records. So it's almost like starting over again. So it was really nice.
Okay, so it's been 4 years, Eddie.
Yep. And same position. Money talks, people mumble. But I have an eye on a pile of cash. Hopefully. So if I get that, then we're going to, because I've already written, I've written the fourth record. I'm going to start writing the third version of songs, because I'll write one and then then I'll get through, and then I don't have any money, so I get to think about it some more and go, well, maybe I don't really want to do it that way, and I'll write some new songs, and then I'll get that together, and then I think, okay, now there's still no cash, and so now we're into the third new group of songs. So I'll probably have about 40 songs of which to pick from for the next record. And who knows what that's going to sound like. I mean, I have no idea, because I have too many confusing thoughts going through my head at this point in time.
I'm guessing
But I hope it'll be
amazing.
good. I hope it'll be interesting and people will like it. But you never know.
I don't know. You got a great track record.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
When we come back after these messages, we're going to have more Eddie Turner.
Supporting local businesses doesn't stop with the economy. It is all about creating a stable and vibrant community. Stimulate our economy by browsing Rely Local's business directory. Saving money doesn't have to cost you, and you no longer have to weed the coupon books that fill your mailbox. Just print them from Rely Local Littleton. Rely Local has combined online job boards and newspapers to provide you with the most local jobs in the Littleton area. Get connected. We want you to be an active partner in our campaign to rebuild the Littleton economy. Rely Local Littleton, your source for supporting local businesses.
This is Raven with Eggs and Kegs Radio Show here on VRDO, and you're listening to Rockin' Raven.
Yes, that's the owner of VRDO. He is so fun. And this Friday night, that Raven and this Raven are co-hosting the Halloween Bash at Herman's Hideaway. So come on down and see my Raven costume. It's impressive.
Okay.
Feathers everywhere.
I'm assuming they're going to be black feathers.
Yes, I will show you before you go.
Oh, okay. We like that.
Yes, I was messing around,
Uh-huh.
typed in Party Cities. I typed in Raven.
Uh-huh.
There it was.
Party City.
And I get to wear it 4 times this year. I have not dressed up since grade school.
Yeah, I haven't dressed up since college.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
When I was working, I have this orange shirt. It says I don't do costumes, or this is my costume, or something like that.
Right. This is my costume. Yeah. That's like on, what was it? St. Patty's Day when the Fornicators would play. I'd always wear an orange. And I forgot what I had on the t-shirt.
I don't do Irish.
Yeah, I don't do Irish well, something like that. You know, black Irish, I don't know.
But you can kiss me anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Buy me a beer and kiss me.
There you go.
But I'm not Irish. You're confusing me with somebody else. But yeah, we used to always do the St. Patty's Day parties with the Fornies, and it was always good fun. Always good fun.
Cool. You have so many great memories, I can tell. You need to write a...
No,
No?
that's not. It's much. They're much better when they just come out of the clear blue sky.
I'm in a book, you know.
Yeah, I know.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just have to do an article about you then.
there you go.
Okay.
I heard you can do it. I heard the story that we believe to be true, but he's not verifying. Rumor has it.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Rumor has it.
Exactly.
Good idea. I'll get right on that.
You do that.
Blues fall down like rain. How come?
Well, you know, it's just a phrase that just kind of came up, you know, and I think it sounds like something that somebody used a phrase like that or something similar to that many years ago. I don't know, but it came to me at the studio and it was like, blues fall down like rain. And I went, yeah, that's cool. And then we just started talking about, you know, stupid, bad stuff that's going to happen to you. And, you know, that's what happens. The blues falls down like the rain. I don't know. It just kind of works.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall in these rooms when you're writing these songs.
Oh, yeah. People just, hey, what are you doing? I'm working on it. Kenny's always, come on, man. You got some lyrics for that? Yeah, I'm working on it. I go, blues fall down. That's a good lyric. I go, yeah, okay. You know, and you come up with stuff. Like, I think one of the lines, I don't even remember. I've been singing it, whether it's really in the song or not. I've been singing like a thief in the evening. Now I can't even think of what it is. That's what happens, you know. It's, you know, sometimes I have to write down the first sentence of a song because I'll keep forgetting that first sentence. And if you forget the first sentence, you've forgotten the entire song. But if you know the first sentence, everything
just comes
rolling right out of your mouth. So it's, I don't know.
You're so fun.
If you're a singer, you'll understand. If you're not, it's kind of like reading a book. You get to the first paragraph and it says, "It was a dark and stormy night. The wind was blowing, the snow was snowing, and the captain said to first mate, 'Let's tell a story.' And so they began. It was a dark and stormy night."
Eddie, that sounds like a song.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Get on that.
You got lyrics for that? Got music for that?
I got music for that. I'm sure, exactly.
All right, here's Blues Fall Down Like Rain.
Yeah.
Like a thief in the evening. Kiss me once, then I'm gone. Kiss me once, don't believe it. Kiss me once, then I'm gone. Blues fall down like a rain. Like a fool, I was believing. Such a fool for what I'd done. Like a drunk in the morning. Eyes burn in the misty sun. Blues fall down like rain. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. I kneel down for forgiveness. Will it always be this way? Tempers rise, no passions. No passions get in the way. Said, ooze, fall down like rain. Ooze, fall down like rain. Blues, tell me blues, fall down like a rain, like a rain. Blues, tell me blues, fall down with pain. Fall down with pain. Fall down with pain. gonna fall like rain.
So we were just talking about Eddie's hand injury that everybody saw on Facebook, all wrapped up, and we're all like, "What did you do?" And then he doesn't answer
Where?
on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Well, it's,
I know.
it's like leave them laughing.
Yeah, post a picture of your hand all wrapped up, and everybody's saying, "Eddie, what happened?"
Yeah.
And nothing.
Yeah, I do that. As some people say, or my good friend's prone to say, he says, "Yeah, man, you just go dark." I go, "Yeah, I just disappear."
But your hand is doing good now.
Yeah, it's doing great.
better.
It's much better than it was. I didn't realize it until a couple of weeks ago, or a little over a month ago. It was like, it's been a year, and it's still I still do therapy and do all that stuff, but it was a year since the accident.
And how
But I'm
long
doing
ago
great.
was it that they took the tendon out of your leg to put in your hand?
They took that out in February.
February.
Yeah, because they realized it just wasn't working, so they just harvested another tendon. And they
Isn't
said,
it
"You're-
amazing
yeah,
what
you're-
they do?
Yeah, are you using that tendon? No. Well, you're gonna use it somewhere else now. So my hand's really good at hitting a soccer ball.
Yeah. Why couldn't they, now that we're talking about all this amazing medicine, why can't they take like 2 inches of spine out of a gorilla and put it in me?
Well, a friend of mine just had, because he's had something very similar to what you have, and they actually put a brace around it. He just got out of surgery, and they put a brace and it straightened him up. He says they'll continue to add metal discs all the way up his. Either he'll die first, or he'll just keep going till there's no more spine. But it really helped him a lot, and it was like a one-day surgery, and they put a little metal brace around his spine, a certain part of his spine. I forgot what number it was. It straightened him out, and it strengthened his back. Okay, but they said just going to keep deteriorating. But it worked, and he said it could go a number of years.
Very cool.
So you never know what they've got all kinds of stuff out there.
Yeah.
As I always say, it's quality of medical help you receive is a direct relation to the insurance you have. Because they're pretty weird out there. Those I guess it's better now. I don't know. I was really lucky.
I think, yeah, you were. And it's amazing that they could do that for you. And wow.
Yeah, no, I was really lucky. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people in the hospital, and that's I consider myself really lucky to some of the people that I saw in physical therapy and stuff like that.
Well, I know too. And, being in the hospital and having all these tests, and I could be so much worse.
Yeah.
And so could you. And,
was that absolutely? Like I said, I'm a lucky person.
yeah.
Because
I think being positive is
it's key.
key.
Yeah, it helps.
And not just when you're hurt, just in life in general.
Yeah, my acupuncturist said that to me. She says, "You're really healing up pretty well," her little Chinese voice. And she says, "You have really good positive energy." And she says, "That's why you heal faster."
Right.
She says, there's nothing that I can do to supplant that positive energy that you happen to have. Because she says, I've had other people come in here and I'm doing the same thing, and it takes longer, or it doesn't take as well. But she says, you just really feel positive, And so she says, what I'm doing is I'm doing things faster than I normally would for your hand. So I and I didn't think I was that positive. I was pretty pissed.
But it worked.
But it worked, So, I like I said, I'm just really, really fortunate, and that's about all I can say.
I am too, because this could be worse.
Yeah.
And I could be in a wheelchair, and I totally realize that.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful I'm not.
Absolutely.
And I'm able to push all these buttons on this computer and do what I do. So I'm going to do what I do and push this button right here, and we're going to listen to Eddie Turner with Mr. Blues.
One, two, three, four.
Well, my room has so many windows, the daylight never comes through. Talk with hounds, make no sound, sit and sweat. Well, my river just keeps on rolling down the banks of a cherry way. Hound just keeps on howling, still I sit and swear and say, holding your hands if I was with you, and everything would be true. I can't find peace of mind where you, Mr. Blues. Yeah, Mr. Blues. Well, my moonlight turns to fever, and my fever turns my heart to stone. Touch my pain, hellbound train shines its light in my soul. And my darkness has no boundaries, like a wolf, I walk alone. If I could change the sign, still be time, still my heart has no home. Holding your hand if I was with you, and everything would be so true. I can find peace of mind where you, Mr. Blues. Well, baby, Mr. Blues. Where are you, Mr. Blues? Where are you, Mr. Blues? When I'm lonely and I'm walking late at night, see your face, squeeze you tight. Still I'm lonely and I can't deny the pain. Mr. Blues walks up again and sends me home late. Mr. Blues. Mr. Blues. So where are you, mister? Where are you, mister? Mr. Blues. Yeah, baby, Mr. Blues.
That was Mr. Blues by Eddie Turner. I am so excited to hear your next album. These three were awesome.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I
We'll
know
get
it's
the
going to be
funds.
good. It's just a matter of working with it.
And we're gonna think positive, Eddie. Okay.
We're thinking positive.
I'm gonna get that Mega Million ticket.
Yeah,
I'm gonna win. You're gonna do the CD in the new studio that we're gonna build,
that's perfect.
right?
And if not, all I need is a $10,000 winning ticket.
That's all.
That's it. I can walk in there and go, okay, baby, let's go to work.
Now, is that what it costs to pretty much?
Yeah,
to do a
between
CD?
10 and 15,000. Usually is kind
Now,
of
does that include burning them and the covers?
no,
and- no.
just recording.
Mastering.
I kind of do it old school. I go into a real recording studio,
Mm-hmm.
and even though they use Pro Tools or whatever, I still like the whole idea of the analog thought process. Where
Yeah.
you kind of get in there and you get in with a bunch of people and you play live and you do that and you work it out, and sometimes you change it. You tell a drummer you have an idea for something, and he'll go through it and see if you like it. And there's a lot of randomness that goes into it. It's not just I walk in, this is the track, push a button, play over it. I like to go in there and experiment. So that's what musicians do. They get together and they play music, and when they play music, things change. Nothing's the way that you thought it was going to be.
Right.
And you just have to be able to accept that, and accept the fact that, is this exactly what you wanted? Well, no. Is it better? It just might be. Is it worse? Well, if it's worse, you don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the odds of it being better are greater than the odds of it being worse. And if you come up with something that, in reality, you probably might not have come up with.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the little things that make a difference. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I sincerely doubt it.
Now tell me the truth. When you were young, you were 12, you got that guitar. Did you record yourself with the microphone on a cassette tape
No.
or a boombox? You hit record on the boombox. You didn't record yourself?
There was no such thing as a cassette recorder when I was 12 years old. There is no such thing.
Reel to reel.
Where there was reel to reel.
Yeah.
But at 12 years old, you don't have a reel to reel player.
I'm trying to think how old
Just keep them guessing.
I was when cassette tapes came out.
Yeah, it was like, I think that was in the 70s.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. Late 60s, early 70s.
Because my dad had the reel to reel, and that's what he recorded me on. And then my girlfriends, we would put the microphone,
Yeah.
set it up, and
Reel to
me
reel.
and one of my girlfriends, oh my gosh, Sandy Rona, if you're out there,
Phone home.
Disco Duck. I remember standing in the middle of the living room
Rick Dees.
with the reel to reel and the microphone, and we sang Disco Duck, and my dad was cracking up.
Yeah, well, more power to him. It was probably really funny.
It was.
It's like, okay, just go die.
Well, when did the 8 tracks come out? Was that the 80s?
Well, 8-tracks were before
Cassettes?
cassettes.
They were.
Yeah. ZZ Top.
Okay.
LaGrange. Number 1 8-track forever.
I'm losing my memory.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
8 tracks
You're
is.
going to a happy place. When you lose your memory, you get to go to a very
Yay.
happy place.
Hallelujah.
Where everything is nice. You can say what you wish, and people just smile at you.
Oh, you're so funny. It's Me is off of Rise.
That's off of Rise, yeah.
Okay. We're going to play that one next. You want to tell me about this?
Yeah, that was just a little instrumental that I did. I kind of like that riff that's in it. Some guy did a really great animated cartoon with this song, and it's on the internet. but it's a killer. It's like this muscle man walking down the street like this. It's a killer animated cartoon, and he used this as the music. So if you're out there look for It's Me animated cartoon, or I don't know how to describe it, but it's just hilarious. And it's about, like maybe a minute and a half. I think he only used like half the song.
Does he know that you know that?
Oh yeah, he sent it to me. He actually
cool.
sent. He said he was a fan of mine from Idaho, and he sent it to me and said, "I really love your music. This is what I did, and I think it's really cool." And it was really cool. I mean, it's just like, yeah, search for It's Me animated cartoon, and it comes up on YouTube. It's there on YouTube.
Very cool.
It's hilarious. It's just great. Great.
All right, here's It's Me.
Hi, Eddie, it's me. I tried you often to send a message, but the number is not assistant.
As always, Raven on the Rock reminds you to please drink responsibly and always designate a sober driver.
At the Tailgate Tavern and Grill, enjoy happy hour specials every day, 7 days a week from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget Wednesday night at the Tailgate Tavern is karaoke. Sign-up starts at 8. Sunday, band auditions are from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And don't forget, Sin Night. Service industry employees get 2 for $1 on wells, drafts, and bottles from 6 p.m. to close on Sunday. A pay stub, name tag, or valid ID is required. The Tailgate Tavern and Grill is located at 19552 East Main Street in Parker, Colorado.
Hi, I'm Kenny Lee. You're listening to Raven on the Rock.
So Eddie and I are sitting here talking about our how we've had to learn how to redo things a different way, because I've had to relearn how to do dishes and he had to learn how to play the guitar. But you're still doing good at it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, no
They're
problem.
all probably wondering, what was this conversation that's going on while the music was playing? Because there was a conversation. But you'll never know. I'm sorry.
Your next show is where? Not here.
Not here. Next show is in Calgary. At the Blues Can.
Right.
Which is a great venue. If you happen to be in Calgary getting this station here, well, the Blues Can, day after Thanksgiving.
You know, we had so much fun talking, and I still have 1, 2, 3 songs in my queue. 4 songs in my queue. And we have 7 minutes. What am I playing, Eddie?
I don't know. What's in your queue?
I'm Tore Down, Cost of Freedom, Say, and Because of You.
I would probably go with Because of You.
All right, then that's what we're going to do. And for those of you out there listening who could not hear, I'm Tore Down, Cost of Freedom, or Say, because I can't play them tonight. Get on iTunes and get Eddie's 3 albums, Rise, The Turner Diaries, and Miracles and Demons. So we're going to play Because of You, and then we'll be back with more Eddie Turner.
When I'm feeling kind of funny and my world just don't seem true, got a little secret here for you. And I've never had to worry, 'cause you've always had a plan. Each moment that I'm with you, I can see just who I am. And I've never had to worry, and I know I've had the blues, and I know my time is passing, and it's here in front of you. And no one can tell me different, 'cause I know I've been the fool, and each fool knows every secret. But if not for you, if not for you, not for you. And I know I was deceitful, and each darkness of the day looked at you and smiled. I had no more words to say, and I've never had to worry, 'cause you've always had a plan. And each moment that I'm with you, I can see just who I am. And I've never had to worry, and I know I've had the blues, and I know my time is passing, and it's here in front of you. And no one can tell me different, 'cause I know I've been the fool, and the fool knows every secret. And if not for you, if not for you, not for you. Take my hand, walk with me. Been such a fool, no longer see. Can't live my life without you. And I know it's because of you. No longer feeling funny, and my world has come true. You saved my life, gave it meaning, and it's true. And it's never had to worry, 'cause you've always had a plan. And each moment that I'm with you, I can see just who I am. And I've never had to worry, and I know I've had the blues, and I know my time is passing, and it's here know I've been the fool, and each fool knows every secret, and it's just because of you, because of you. Because of you. Because of you. Because of you.
This was such a fun night, Eddie.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you for coming in.
Fun coming down here and hanging out.
Yeah, you got some great stories too.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so funny that, you know Kenny and he's coming in and you did all this stuff with him, and it's just it's a huge music community in Colorado, but at the same time, it's such a small one.
It is.
And everybody's just so connected one way or another.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Hornbuckles and all those people from, what was that band that I played with? The Groove Hogs and
Yeah.
Fornicators.
He didn't mean that, Joe. He knows you. He loves you.
Yeah. Yo. And it's always been great fun, and you kind of play with somebody for a while and then you move on and then you just keep doing it, and it's
Right.
excellent. It's just absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
I'm a happy guy.
You are a happy guy. And a very
Absolutely.
positive guy, and that's awesome. That you need to be that way. Just to get through life.
Yeah, well, I'm doing more than just getting through, I think. You just got to go
Yeah.
out there and attack it and have some fun. Keep playing music and listening to music. That's all you can do.
Well, and you also need to take life as a gift and not mess it up and enjoy every moment.
Okay.
I wish you could have saw his face.
Okay, I'll buy that one. Okay, I'll bite. That's good. That's perfect.
Well, good luck getting to Canada and through security.
Yes, indeed.
When you get there, just tell him to let you through. You know Raven.
Oh yeah, I know Raven, and I like maple syrup.
There you go.
There you go. Give me some maple syrup, and it'll be perfect. It'll be just a wonderful thing.
All right, so when you get this other CD made, we're going to get you some money, and you're going to make it, and you're going to come back on the show.
And we'll preview it here first.
Oh, that would be fun.
There you go.
Thanks, Eddie.
Send it around the world a couple times, and then we'll let everybody else have it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, tune in tomorrow for Steve Crenshaw and Wednesday for Kenny Passarelli. And don't forget, only you can make your dreams come true. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll be back. Raven on the Rock is brought to you by Rockin' Raven Productions and the Scoop 303. I'd like to give a shout out to our musical credits for our intro, The World Famous Johnsons, our exit, Garco, and our Raven Raps commercial by Michael Hornbuckle. I'd like to thank Rely Local Littleton for sponsoring us, and you can check out all our advertisers on the left side of our website, RavenOnTheRock.com. I'd also like to thank all the amazing musicians in Denver and around the world for sharing their music with us.